Okay, hello there, James, back again. We're gonna do a little jump back into this guy here. One thing, he's got at least a loose pot. Also, loose switch, maybe not the original switch. So, let's jump in. The main thing I want to do, whoa, wrong size driver. Maybe not the original screws either. No, they don't look quite right. Main thing I want to do is open it up and take readings of some of the electrolytic caps, which I know are prone to go bad in these. Now, not that this thing doesn't sound amazing, but I just these knobs are also unoriginal. I'm just noticing that. Oh boy. Are they screw on? Yeah. Gosh, where was I? Oh, the electrolytics. Yeah, I just want to take some physical measurements off them and read off the values so that I can order some spares to have for having spares. And perhaps, though not likely tonight, I will also... Well, that's a funny nut. A little different, isn't it? Take them out of circuit and read them, because in this case I know that they're prone to drift in these, sometimes kind of severely. Now, how it sounds is the most important thing, and I'm not using the 18 volt power supply on this. I guess I could if I wanted to, so that's not critical. You know, like, it's not going to cause any damage to have drifted caps in this case with my using it like that. All right, I think we have to take the rest off. To get that out cleanly. Now, you saw that I already calibrated this on a recent video. I did the service manual alignment. As I did on this other one. Still didn't do the deluxe yet. I will do the alignment on the deluxe electric Mistress too. More stainless steel screws. Those don't look right to me. I think they're stainless. Let's find out. No, they're not. Unless they're magnetic stainless. They're just galvanized, so they kind of have that look. I gotta take the little guy off too, I guess. He's already loose. Makes my life easy right now. Okay. I don't think I'm going to take the switch off. Now, I notice that this switch... I'm going to take the switch off because I really want to know. Is it just missing the decorative switch nut? Because it looks like the original switch. No, maybe not. Let's see. What does it say there? No, I don't even know. Can you guys see that? Let's see. UND Lab Inc. something. It's an old switch. It's got old flux on it. It doesn't look like it's messed with too much. This yellow wire does look like it might have been resoldered. Huh. I'm not going to make a call on that one tonight. But we can see the Redicon SAD 1024 chip here. Nothing sad about that other than its name. That is a sweet piece of kit right there. And we've got our, I don't know what value pot that yellow is. I wonder if that's a 1 meg. Certainly not going to rob that for the small stone. Or small clone, rather. This guy's not really seated. Works fine, but yeah. I think that's the clock. I'm not sure. Kind of just learning this stuff as I need to. On the fly. Okay. Dare I look at the bottom of that pot? I just want to read 1377813. Okay, so there's a 1978 pot, but there's another number in there I want to see. I might need a flashlight for it. Because I don't want to bend it any more than I have to. Okay. And that number is AR1594. Is that right? AR1594. And that would tell me the type of pot. I wonder if you guys can see it if I do this. Kind of see it, right? You can probably see the top number if I can get back on camera. Where was it? Probably see the date code there, right? I know it's hard to show this stuff. I don't know if I'm really on camera or not sometimes. I'm pretty sure white is 100K. I don't think I need to look at that. The green one is... I'll read that code. ZA2124. Let's see, I'll just show that to you guys. You can probably see it. And it is a 78 date code also. Okay, that's as much pot bending as I plan to do tonight. I don't want to hurt anything. Okay, I do want to read off these electrolytics though, so this is not going to be a fun part of the show, I'm afraid, my friends, but it's necessary for me. I will probably cut it out of the video. Okay, we're going to start right here. Mr. Grade A. Top left. Non-polar, it says. 25 volt, 2.2 microfarads. Okay, over here next to it, looks like a 33 volt or 16 volt, 33 microfarads. Yeah, I better do the measurements too at the same time. Grab the calipers. Okay. Let's start that over. Let's start with a nice view of the board. It's always good. In fact, let's do a... There we go. Is that better? More focused? Can we see everything a little bit better now? Just give it a little looking over all around. we go. Okay, I'm going to start with this capacitor here, and it is a non-polarized 2.2 microfarads at 25 volts, and its dimensions are 18.3 millimeters by 8.05 millimeters. Okay, this next one over here is a 33 microfarad. This guy, 16 volts. And it is 15.08 millimeters long by 6.19 millimeters wide. We're going to look now at this part here. It is polarized, and it says 8, I believe that says 8.5 by 7, but let's take a zoom in on that. Okay, so I think that says 8.5 by 7. Hopefully the video will show better, as well as some other readings that I'm not certain on. But it's polarized, so it is approximately 11.84 millimeters tall by 8.65 millimeters wide. Next to it is a little blue capacitor here that's 10 microfarads by 16 volts. $11.15 millimeters tall, 5 millimeters wide. Is that everything? Just those 1, 2, 3, 4? It might be. I kind of trust the film caps and the ceramic caps. I don't really want to mess with them. I'm interested in what the input capacitor value is. It's this one here. So it says 104J 50 volts. Same as this one, 104J 50 volts. So 104 is 4 decimal places on 10. So it's either a 0.01 or 0.10. I forget, because I think that's 4 decimal places in nanofarads. I have to look into that. Here's an ITW cap, though it's not labeled. 0.0033 at 400 volts. And are all these green film ones? Oh, look at that. They're labeled on the board. It says 0.1 microfarads. Shoot, I didn't notice that. 0.1 microfarads. Let's see if they match the board. Are those electrolytics labeled? 10. Ah, man. That one that I can't tell. I would have to remove it to see if it's labeled on the board. It is polarized on the board, but I can't see anything. I thought maybe I could read through the back, but this pot's in the way. Okay, so 0.0047 up here. These guys are all, these little green film caps are all 0.047 microfarads. And there's not a voltage stated. This is a 0.0047, this little one up here. There's one little tiny capacitor down here. It says 470. That's probably 470 nanofarad. Okay. I think that's done. Oh, wait, there's one on the back. And this is a 16 volt, 100 microfarad. And that doesn't look like it's original unless it was broken and then put back on. That does look old. Nippon. And it's 16.13 millimeters long by 10.27 wide. Okay, get a little shot of the back of this. Let's look at the switch again from all sides. I'm not certain what the deal is there. It does look like an old switch, but it doesn't look like the same switch on all the others. Oh, actually it does look like the same switch as the small clone. '78 dated pots. Maybe it's just a later switch. Let's roll with that. But I'll put a nice decorative ring on it like it's supposed to have. And I'm going to thread this nut down further. Even though it's sitting up is kind of a nice feature, it's not how Electro-Harmonix did it. Okay. Okay, let's get the pots on first. Kind of forgetting the order of operations with these. This is pretty clean, so I don't feel any need to wipe it down already. In fact, I might have already done that. Don't remember. Looks like it's very clean. And I'm going to be back in there again, measuring those caps. But I'm not going to measure the caps until I have the replacements on hand, because I don't want to take it out, measure it, find out it's failed, and then not have something to pop right back in. And remembering that this pedal sounds absolutely ripping good. I remember that. This one nut is like, I'm going to fix that. I don't like having one different one, and I have an original for certain. Okay. There we go. ½ inch. That's why we have spares, to lovingly restore the most awesome stuff. This decorative switch nut is going to do the same. Kind of inclined to just swap that whole switch, but not now. Think about it. There's a funky one. Now, which way did that switch sit in here? Got a bunch of stuff here. sat in that way. And then this guy goes here, and this guy goes here, just like that. Kind of love these old Electro-Harmonix pedals now, but I definitely also still hate them. Like, they're totally built like crap, and they're noisy. And they require you to be a mechanic to own and maintain them. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. I see. Those guys. All right, we'll get those. Just a little tiny twist. Okay. And the switch screws. Boy, I don't like using these screws. They look funky to me. Maybe they're correct. I mean, this one is definitely different from the other in a lot of ways. It's got a different color to the green silk printing. It's even got a different kind of sheen to all of the printing. The insides are a little bit different. Although we'll have another look at that in a second. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking about this cap, and maybe that cap's not original. I need to check that one against the other and the schematic and try and assess, you know, like if I'm replacing that one, and I imagine that's probably one that I am. I think that's a power supply cap. I want to make sure I'm putting the right part on there if I'm going to do anything with it. The original part, not the part that's in it at the moment. Which might be the original part. I don't know. A leg's broken on it though, and it was J-hooked back together. So maybe the original was replaced, or maybe that one just got knocked around from people. You know, you got to open this up to change the battery, so people are in there messing with it for just normal use. It's okay. I don't know what the deal is with this. It's coming off though. Doesn't serve any purpose. This one kind of does. Sort of holding things together there. It's acting like a little bit of a strain relief. I'll let it fly for now. Maybe this was once tied here. I don't know. Is that what was going on? No, it was the other way. Yeah, they were like that. I guess I feel confident enough to put it back together right now. It's probably not good. As soon as I feel confident enough to put it back together, it's probably going to need me to take it apart again. I really want to be done and go to bed. This is, in case you didn't know, so like late night and the evening stuff that I'm doing here after work, after the family's gone to bed. This whole pedal project is bonus stuff. Evenings, lunches. I don't want to put those knobs back on. This thing's so awesome. Happen to have some correct knobs. Is that a correct knob? It says it's decor. Quick function test. Just to make sure we didn't break it. Might have broke it. Oh, we're good. All right. I mean, it all works. You guys don't need to hear me play my same stupid original riffs over and over again. And I'm not going to play covers on YouTube much. Might slip a riff in here and there because I can't play it well enough to get anybody upset anyway. Alrighty. Thank you. You do the next one next.